This is the vlog for August 30th, 2018, and I forgot to make a funny face for the thumbnail on this one, so whatever. All 5 of my subscribers will see the same sort of thing that they would have seen just from me in the video. So the adventure continues. Tomorrow, the guys are going to come in and do the final pass on the floor finishing, which will make the house toxic again for another 24 hours, which means I'm going to be staying out for a couple of days at the Redmond Inn. Now, it must be said that this is sort of funny for a couple reasons. One, I was just on vacation, and now 2 of the 3 days of my 3-day weekend coming up are going to be spent at a hotel, but a hotel in town. This is extra funny because it's PAX weekend. If I'd known all this was going to line up, I would have gone to PAX, because I can't stay home and play video games all weekend. I might as well go to a convention where there's video games. But it's a little late for that now. Also, I sort of need a relaxation day after this week. I need to, breathe deeply. Not here once the stuff's gone through. But it also means that I'm going to have another Monday where I'm sitting in my room playing video games and trying hard not to take deep breaths because the house is going to smell bad again. Just did this 2 weeks ago. The other thing that's funny is the fact that I'm staying at the Redmond Inn. I live really close to the Redmond Inn. The Redmond Inn is generally a place where people traveling in to do business with Microsoft stay. It's not super cheap and it's not super expensive, so it's perfect for those middle-class folks doing business trips, which really doesn't describe me. I'm sort of lower middle class, if middle class at all. I don't make a lot of money, but I managed to live in a nice house with some other people, so so I've never really had a reason to stay here, but I've heard it mentioned all the time. My dad likes to go to a car shop and work on cars right near the Redmond Inn. I drive past it every day going to work. So it's just, it's funny that after living in this area for 25 years, I'm going to make use of this building for the first time. But I could have lived here 50 years and never used the Redmond Inn. That's just sort of the situation. I will have my laptop, and I won't have a lot else to do, so I'll definitely be doing some of these. And the weather should be nice, and I'll actually be really close to Marymore Park, so I'll probably just walk from the hotel around the park and back on Saturday and probably Sunday as well, depending on the weather. I think, in fact, let me check that now. You can tell it's been kind of a slow day when I'm pulling out my phone to look at stuff. Okay, so it's supposed to rain tonight and be raining tomorrow morning, and then sun tomorrow afternoon. Partly sunny and 68 Saturday, sunny and 73 on Sunday. Sounds like perfect weather. And then 67 rain on Monday. Well, that was my day to stay inside and play video games anyway. So, it looks like I've got a pretty good plan on what to do this weekend. I'm glad that the people going to PAX are going to have some really nice weather. Hopefully they will get out of that convention center and enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to SakuraCon next year. I took it off this year for the first time. I think I mentioned that back in April. With all the stuff that I was going through with Leo at the time. I just didn't feel like doing that. But I don't do a lot of conventions. I do SakuraCon because it's a very positive convention. A lot of anime fans who are very chill and cool cosplay. PAX is a little bit harder crowd. Video game guys who are sort of, there's a lot more competition, a lot more not really my kind of people. I mean, I like video games, but I don't like being around video game people all the time necessarily. So being at a convention surrounded by them everywhere, I don't know. I've never been. That's not entirely true. Okay, this is complicated. When I started playing World of Warcraft in 2004, I made a lot of friends on the Feathermoon server that I still play on today. And a couple of them actually came to town for one of the very first Penny-Arcade Expos. It was either the first or second one. And they needed a ride to pick up a friend of theirs. And I was one of the few locals that didn't really have anything else to do, and I had a car, so I agreed to ferry some people. And I got into the convention by way of one of the people I was picking up was one of the staffers, and she was able to get me a guest badge for 1 or 2 hours. That was all that it lasted. And it was enough for me to get up there, see some stuff, pick up the people I was picking up, and go. That was it. It wasn't the same expo. It wasn't the same convention that it is now. At that point, I think they were running it out of a hotel in Bellevue. So it wasn't actually in Seattle proper. And it definitely wasn't at the Seattle Convention Center. I think that happened a year or 2 years after that one convention. And so I was only on the premises for an hour or two at most. And it was fun seeing my friends. That was more what the big deal was, is that I got to see a bunch of people that I played World of Warcraft with. So I was really happy to do that. Sadaye. God, that is a name I have not thought about in years. She was super cute. She was super engaged, I think, too, which is why I didn't do anything. But man, Sadaye, if you ever find this and you're single, I was super hot for you. You were just the coolest person around. You were very pretty and you were very savvy, and it was just a pleasure hanging out with you. And wherever you are now, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, that was it. And now it's this huge. It's weird to know that this has turned into this huge. It's in a lot of ways it's bigger than E3. E3 is a place where new games get shown off, but it doesn't have a big fan base because it's a trade show. So you're only supposed to go if you're invited. Whereas PAX, anybody who can buy a ticket can go. Fewer really cool new games get shown off, but some cool stuff does get announced, and big reveal trailers do get shown. So looking forward to see what sort of happens. And I won't have much else to do but watch streams while I'm in a hotel room between walks and doing other stuff. I wonder what I'll do. Maybe I'll go see some movies. That'd be a good way to eat up a lot of my day. Not make me feel like I'm just sitting around doing nothing. I'll sit other places and do nothing instead. Anyway, 8 minutes. I've definitely waxed poetic about a whole bunch of old stuff and what's happening now. So that seems about right for my vlogs. I'm feeling a lot better today. I don't know. I just feel more energetic. I left my laptop. I left a PDF. I didn't leave a PDF open. I left Chrome with the PDF reader open, and it drained my battery completely when I got home. So it's only got like 20% battery now. Oh, 35% battery now. This actually charges pretty fast. So I'll just say I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.